Delysium. So Delysium continue to develop really, really well. They've upgraded a lot of their system. The Lucy version 2 is now out. Things are actually looking really promising, and I still believe this is going to end up being a coin that ends up on Binance. And I'm going to talk about why in this video. Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I actually did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were all cryptos that I thought could do very, very well and make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them up. These were their prices when I recorded and released my videos. These are the highs these coins went on to hit in the last bull cycle. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd popped just $100 into them. If you'd done it for all 26, a $2,600 investment would have netted you a profit of over 123 grand. Now, the thing is, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you've got cryptos you are not happy with that aren't performing for you, you have to get that sorted. If you're not sure where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the website that I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. So whenever I find any crypto that I think can do very, very well, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the crypto, the reasons that I'm going to be buying it, and the price I'm going to be buying it at. So my members get in and out of coins same price as me, meaning they make the same profit, but they have no work to do. On the site, you can see some of the profits my members have made. These are based on just some of the past successes we have had. Whether that is a meme coin my members were in and out of in under a fortnight and it did over a 300x, whether it is Phantom, which is now known as Sonic, but in the last bull cycle was one of the biggest gainers, rising nearly 700 times from where my members got in at 0.5 cent. That alone made some of my members millionaires. And that's public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. And if after reading through the site, verifying all you like what you see, and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, it's as simple as it gets. All you got to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. Now, Delysium. So Delysium has had an interesting sort of journey. It's been around for a little over 2 years now. Had a really solid rise at the beginning of 2024. Obviously, has pulled back on that since. Delysium is a blockchain for AI, and they are building a blockchain-based collaboration network for AI agents. AI agents are going to be enormous. They have Lucy, and they also have the You Know I Love You network. So the You Know I Love You network is the digital native financial infrastructure for AI agents. Idea being that it's aligned with humanity, ensuring security, scalability, high-speed communication, collaboration, permissionless transactions among massive AI agents. Lucy is the AI-powered Web3 operating system, also the first AI agent on the network. They have had over 1.4 million unique wallets that have connected to Lucy since they have began, which is staggeringly high, especially when you put it into context that the market cap of this coin is at the moment only 81 million. So this is getting legitimate usage and huge volume. Like, the volume is very, very good on a coin that has this market cap, and they continue to develop. That's the big thing. They continue to develop. They've had huge support from Y Combinator, Galaxy Interactive, Republic Crypto, Immutable, Polygon, Antalpha Ventures, GSR, and blockchain co-investors. The founders are Yuheng Chan, Jerry Zhang, Yan Zhang, Queen and Sai, and Xingku. I'm not sure how to say that. Zhangkun Wu. I hope I've said those names right. I apologize if I haven't. And they continue to innovate. So they've introduced the You Know I Love You MCP interface. So this is a unified integration guide for developers. This basically allows anyone to connect to the services to the MCP-enabled network. This creates faster integrations across crypto data, APIs, and intelligent agents. Also, version 2 of Lucy. So this is out now. So the AI coding wave, so this is the new chapter. So since 2024, AI coding has emerged as the hottest innovation frontier across the AI industry. From OpenAI to Microsoft and more programming tools are rapidly reshaping the productivity tool market. So where they're at now, Lucy Beta 2, so this is against the backdrop that we have, Lucy Beta version 2 was born. It's the world's first agentic operating system. It's designed for crypto users. It not only incorporates cutting-edge vibe coding AI programming capabilities, but is also deeply attuned to the real needs of the crypto space. So the goal is that every crypto user, regardless of their programming background, will be able to create and manage their own AI agents through Lucy, thereby enhancing the experience and efficiency of the crypto world. So vibe coding is what they've prioritized. So they leverage proprietary vibe coding AI tech, deeply integrating AI with natural language processing to make agent creation for all. So you express your requirements in the most natural way you can, and Lucy will automatically interpret, break down, generate, and deploy an agent. So it's lowered the barrier to entry for anyone that wants to get involved with AI. This is actually a huge step in the right direction. And one thing that I think is worth noting is that realistically, there are certain elements that are huge driving forces towards listings on something like Binance. One is volume. Volume is good. Volume is good. And they've had days where the volume has been very, very strong. But generally, the volume is actually very good for a coin with a low market cap. So that can entice Binance. The second thing is development. Binance delist if they see a project stagger in terms of development. But if they see a project moving forward, developing, and gaining a user base, which Lucy has, they can list. And I think that's what's going to end up happening. Don't forget, they have built a few bits and bobs here. You've got Lucy, you've got Nodepad, you've got the You Know I Love You network, and you've got Delysium 1. Now, I've already covered the... I've already covered the You Know I Love You network, but they have a launch pad here through Delysium. So this is where you can get involved. So you can go to Node or Sonic to view. So you can see, as an example, this is raffle stage. So say you wanted to learn a bit about Sonic game. So experience supersonic adoption. So Sonic is the first chain extension on Solana for games, applications, and industry first TikTok app layer, and an industry's first TikTok app layer. So that's something that's launched via Delysium. So again, as an idea, pretty good. And you can obviously purchase a node if you were to choose. Lucy, of course, all you have to do is log in and you can start playing around with Lucy. It's really straightforward. Delysium 1 is literally where you can start getting your AI agents up and running, and you can see what's about. I think this is a really strong project. I think this is really undervalued given that its current usage for Lucy is so high. Obviously, it's had a dramatic drop off from its all-time high, but I honestly think this is one where a listing from Binance could be around the corner, and if that does happen, I think there's a legitimate shot that this can fly up. I wouldn't be surprised to see this hit $1 if it gets a Binance listing. Like I said, they've done a lot. They continue to develop, and their team continue to update regularly on what is happening with Delysium. Like I said, Lucy Beta version 2 has touched down. Have a play, have a look. You can literally start getting an idea of how good Lucy is by just having a play around with it. And if you see how good it is, you'll probably see the value here as well. I am quite bullish on this as a concept. I'm quite bullish on what I'm seeing in terms of development. Now, I still think that a big thing that has to happen is a Binance listing for this to really push on. I do think there is a very real shot of that, but again, that now goes towards growing their user base. So they have to grow their holders, they have to grow their user base for Lucy and the You Know I Love You network and the AI and Delysium 1 and Nodepad. If they can start growing across the board, this is going to end up on a listing, and then we've seen the speed with which things can move once they list on Binance. You're looking 3-4x really fast. Momentum can build from there. This could end up being a dollar coin if a listing comes, but it is a big if. It's always a big if, because there's not necessarily any guarantees with Binance. I've seen them delist for surprising reasons. I've seen them list surprising coins. So there is no, so it's hard to predict their movements. But in terms of a low cap crypto that could get listed, this is one that I think's got a higher probability. But what do you guys think? Where do you think Delysium stands in? Oh God, I'm dropping things. Where do you think Delysium stands in the in terms of a Binance listing? What do you make of the Lucy version 2? If you've used it, let me know in the comments down below. And guys, we are in a bull cycle. If you're sitting on coins you're not happy with, if you're sitting on coins that aren't making you money, you have to get it fixed. If you're not sure where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the website that I run where I share the coins that I own with my members. Whenever I find any crypto that I think can do very, very well, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the crypto that I'm going to be buying, the price I'm going to be buying it at. My members get in and out of coins, same price as me, so they make the same profit. On my site, you can see some of the profits my members made. These are based on just some of the successes we have had. Phantom was one of the biggest successes of the last bull cycle, let alone for my members. My members got in at 0.5 cent. It went up nearly 700 times, making some of them millionaires, which is public record. You can verify it all online. And if you like what you see, you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle this year, all you've got to do to find out is join up. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know any coin that you want reviewing, you want talking about in the comments down below. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.